you, from time to time, you can come in here and actually even get a beverage or something to eat. Because you can. I have.
Yes. Yes, especially Mom's favorite, Mom's special chai tea that I made.
That was good.
I love it. So why do you love Island Ship Center?
The people are fantastic.
It is.
And
it's them.
It's
more
them.
than anything.
More
Right?
than-
It's the relationship.
And also all the services that they provide.
Yeah, they're very thoughtful. They've
Right.
thought of everything.
Right, they
and
have.
then some.
And then some,
And they
right.
take care of you.
And we've known them since the inception, so we've seen them grow, and it's been wonderful.
See, isn't that
Yeah.
cool to see the journey that they've been on
Yeah.
and to see where they're going to go and
Right.
how they're going to get to where they want to be? And
Every time you come in, it's a new thing, but it's just been so much fun to see how they've grown and what they do, and the service to the community.
Yeah, it livens your day, right?
Well, you walk in and you feel an inch tall, and you feel come walking out 7 feet tall. People are really fantastic. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
So now tell me the inception of this whole shop. People come in and they see these great products. So how did it start?
So you're gonna laugh. Like as Fahim had mentioned, I started working in 2013. I came in, and this was our whole retail section for our shipping.
Right, it was just a box area.
Store. Yeah, you came in, I'd see packages, stacks of boxes, and I told him, I was like, do you have to keep it this way? He's like, yeah, we're a shipping store. That's what it does. I was like, but I was like, I don't like it this way. So, so we started off with consignment handbags.
It was these, something similar?
My investment was about $100.
Okay.
Because even that was a lot for me at that time.
Sure.
I was like, let's try it. I was like, it doesn't hurt. So we had 2 counters.
Gotcha.
One here, one there, all shaped. Very narrow space. We'd walk through here, go to the back, and put our packages down there. And this is where, this was all open. That was the doorway.
Gotcha.
And that was all just packaging and leather stuff. And then we started getting rid of the leather stuff. I brought handbags, and we had like racks right there. I hung some handbags.
Okay.
And within the first week, we sold all of them.
You did.
And Fahim couldn't believe it. He was like, how is it possible? I was like, well, shipping is different.
Sure.
You're sending something out, you're giving money, there's nothing in return.
Right.
The person that's receiving it doesn't know how much money was spent on it. And
That's true,
and the person that's paying for it doesn't walk away with anything.
Right.
So they're actually, I was like, is anyone going to come in on their birthday and say, oh, it's my birthday, let me go ship something? No.
No.
They'll come in and treat themselves to something.
Yes. Or they have a birthday coming up that week, and that's why I think it's important. I mean, and it probably happens sometimes too, where you can get a supplemental gift here,
We have a lot.
right?
Yes, now we do. But that's how it started off with. And I was trying to explain the concept to him of how retail is different from shipping.
Right.
Shipping is something that they have to do out of necessity. Retail is something that they do when they're, just to treat themselves.
Yep. And you have some great products in here. Now, you said the reps are very careful to make sure that these are products that generally you can't get elsewhere. Or
The
at
companies,
least on-
yes, the companies will not let me send, it's in the contract that you cannot sell on Amazon.
Oh.
If someone goes behind their back and sells it on Amazon, they will not be able to vend with them again.
Oh, that's
They're
great.
very strict about that.
That's great, though.
And they also have they might have one or two vendors that are solely authorized to ship on
Right.
Amazon under their scrutiny so that they cannot lowball any of their products.
Right. So there's like safeguards.
There's a safeguard, yes. Now this line, Katie Loxton, this is a high-end line from England, London specifically, and it's a beautiful line. They actually sent out a rep to see our location before they allowed us to,
Oh, they did?
to keep their product.
You know what? And they still let you.
They let us.
Speaks
Yes.
volumes
yes.
about
So
you guys.
this, and then they said that this is a first for us. We've never done any vending with a shipping store, but yours is a very different, unique model. So therefore, we're going to allow you.
Yeah, and you guys are awesome. So why would they say no?
Thank
right?
you.
Let me get this. That's why I use this there. And I'll use my DSLR for this too, so this is kind of just like giving me some sweeps. But yeah, they look like great purses, actually. I don't know anything about purses. And then I love how you got the SEMA boutique.
I did, yes.
So that
That's
is a great
my own little
logo.
touch that thank you. Oh my goodness. That was something that I had come up with, and it took me like forever to make that logo. So here's another fun fact. When in 2013 is when I'm a henna artist as well.
You are.
So
that's why it's so beautiful.
That's why it came out from. The mandala is something that I use a lot in my artist.
You do.
Artwork.
We'll figure it out.
And then the SEMA's Naturals, and then the SEMA Boutique. Like, it's a brand
It's
now.
a brand.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and the logo is just awesome. It's really, really
Yeah.
beautiful. Did you do that in pen and ink?
No.
Or did you do it on a
I did
computer?
Illustrator. My phone?
So, and SEMA's Naturals, too. Now, do you make these soaps?
I do.
You do. So
I
you make,
do.
on
It's,
top of the 300 things that you do.
Well, this came out of it was sort of like what should I call it? Something that just came out of necessity. My daughter, our fourth child, our daughter, she had a sensitive skin, very severe dry skin. It was one of the winters in 2012, I should say, that we had a very, very dry winter. And she got like a common cold, and from that cold, because it was dry, and her wiping her nose frequently, she got scabs on her nose.
Okay.
And her nose got swollen, and nothing was healing, and nothing was working. So we tried Vaseline, we tried, I took her to the doctors, and finally they're like, oh, you gotta use steroid cream on her. I'm like, just for scabs and just for cold, I don't want to use steroid cream on her.
That's too
And
much.
I started using, and she was very young at that time. And I was like, you know what, that's gonna be my last straw. I was like, let me do some more research. And the more research I did, the more I found out that petroleum-based products are not really healing.
No,
Yes,
they're not
cover
what we
it
should
up.
be using. Isn't that funny in the industry? Like, that's not what we should be putting on our
Exactly.
skin.
And then I had these creams in my closet, and once I started doing more research, my older one, she came in and she threw everything out of my closet, out of my medicine cabinet. She's like, Mom, this has petroleum in it. This has petroleum in it.
Oh,
Everything
that's
has petroleum in it.
funny. She knew, though.
And by the time I was doing research, I came up with different. I started like let's try some home-based remedies and see. It's not gonna hurt. It's just oil and stuff. And we're gonna try and see if it works. I started, concocting this cream, and once I was like, okay, let's try this and let's try this, and when she was trying it, within half a day, her nose started healing.
Whoa! Right away.
Right away, it was insane, and I was like, I can't believe this, and
So you're onto something if you can do that.
And then that year, I was giving it to a lot of our guests that were coming in. Because everyone was suffering from dry skin, and I was like, here, I use this for my daughter. It helped them, and it helped her. So I kept on giving it to people, and everyone had a fabulous feedback. They're like, oh, you know what, Simon, this really helped me, and yada yada yada.
That's amazing.
So, and then finally, they're like, you know what, Seema, we're not gonna take it from you. You have to sell it. That's it. I'm not gonna take it. I was like, no, but it's helping you, and use it, and keep on using it. But I guess it was my guess that actually pushed me to selling the product.
That happens with so many people, though. So I just want to. So that's hard to find.
Aluminum free.
Yep. And I have looked and looked and looked, and that's amazing. You make that. This is made.
I do.
This is you making this. I mean, this is not. That's what people got to know. Like, a natural, unscented deodorant is very difficult to find.
I know.
So
I make
fact that
scented
you're-
as well. My scented is sold out right now, and the only thing that's left is
But the scented
unscented,
are
but-
still natural and safe, and that's what we need to know. You know what I mean? But the unscented is just difficult. Now, this is your own, this is a whole nother business. Like, if you wanted to, right?
That's something that is in the works.
You could scale this.
Yes, I could, and something that maybe in the future I do hope of doing. I do have hopes of doing that.
Well, when you guys scale this even further, and eventually you guys are like, you know what, we're good.
Yeah.
Right? We can now then, this will be your second retirement career, because you've already got this in place, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these beautiful products. Do you sell them online?
Not yet.
Okay.
That's one. And I guess I'm hoping to have it by the end of the year. Like, go have SEMA Boutique go online, SEMA's Naturals go online, and
great products.
take it from there. But and do it in such a way that it's manageable for me. And I'm very hands-on with my products.
Right.
I just feel that because I don't have any preservatives in my creams and my products, that I want to keep it at a small
Yes.
like a small base so that it keeps
A
fresh.
micro. Yeah, you have to almost, right?
And and that's when the trouble starts falling, is when you
as soon as you start to scale it.
and go totally, then you have to do mass production, and it doesn't have that natural
Nope.
small feel to it anymore.
No, I love it. And people are finding this, discovering this, I should say, now. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you have regulars that come
I
in
had
to purchase
I had
this.
one couple that came in. It was funny. They just walked in and looked a bit confused as they walked in and said,
Right, right.
I'm
What
looking
is all
for it. And I was
this?
like, how may I
Right.
assist you? And they're like, well, I'm looking for Seema's Naturals. And I was like, oh, right here. And I brought them to this section. And she said, well, I was like, is there something specific that you're looking for? And she said, yes, the body cream. And I asked them where they were from, and she's like, we're from Tonawanda. Our son is in North Carolina, and he has psoriasis. Our daughter gifted him a bottle of this cream, and that's the only thing that worked for him. So we're heading down there, and he specifically sent us this the address
Right.
and the name of the cream, and said, bring this to me because this is the only thing that works for me.
That's a huge testimonial, you know?
So I was like,
you think
oh,
about
my goodness. And that's what makes me feel happy.
Yeah,
That
it-
I'm able to make a difference in someone's life that's going through something that
Right.
nothing's working on them, and when you hear that the small little thing that I make
Makes a huge difference in their
helps
life.
them.
Oh, sure. Well, listen, it does make a huge difference. I mean, it's a physical thing that you're trying to contend with, and then you don't feel right, and you're helping that. It's huge. You did it for your daughter, and it happened in a half a day too. So that's how effective this
that
is.
was insane. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. And now, like, anytime she has a cold, she runs and she gets that cream and she starts putting it on her nose. And she's like, this helps.
Right? Yeah, well, it does help. Your name, what's in a name? Well, a lot. And the name is perfect. And
I was actually trying. Fahim came up with that.
It's
I wasn't
great.
sure if I wanted to stick with Seema's Naturals.
no, it's good. Seema is a
but he was
beautiful
like-
name,
he's
and
like,
it's
Seema,
2 syllables.
He's like, I had like different thoughts of it when I was going with the branding. I couldn't figure it out until finally he's like, no, Seema, you have to stick with this. This is you, and this is your product, and it would be best if you stuck with it.
Can you see it in the way that I see it? Like in the side, you probably can't because you're you. The name has got a beautiful ring to it. And Seema's Naturals and Seema Boutique. It sounds. We were just talking about this with a popcorn. Yeah, I'm sure people would see it in the store and be, what's Seema's Boutique or what's Seema's Naturals, and they want to try it.
Yeah.
So now here, what do we? This is all. I mean, these to me.
Well, the vendors that we use. So here's the thing about our vendors. We try to keep everything motivational, inspiring, uplifting, and that's and for the soul, for the body, for the mind. That's our whole. I guess the whole being of us being here is around that.
That brings me to the talk that we had, though, because that is you guys. That is it's your personality. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are, this is not a ship store in that sense. It's a community center, almost, more so
right.
than it is anything else.
It is.
You know?
Like the books here. Every single one of these books has something to do that will make a change in someone's life. You Belong Here. This is another book that's fantastic. Now, this is mostly for kids that it's based and it's geared towards kids that are adopted,
Right.
but can be for anyone.
It's a beautiful book. Artwork's gorgeous on it. Mm-hmm. See? This is
And
type of
it's
thing. Oh, it's gorgeous.
And it's each one of these books are like that.
And you find these books. That's the.
So the vendor that I use, Compendium, for the book specifically, their website is Live Inspired.
There you go. And that matches your ideology perfectly. And this is what I mean by the product selection in here. It is not your typical, right?
Yeah.
And you've
I had a
curated
teacher
this
that came in
beautiful.
and she's like, "How come I don't see these books in the library?"
I don't know.
So this book is a fabulous book for someone that's going through a hard time.
I love it. Perfect. Now, but that's the company, right? They carry these particular.
They carry these, Compendium Live Inspired.
Nice.
They carry it, and we're a vendor for them.
These, Seema, these are cool. What are they? I don't even
They're
know.
jewelry pouches.
So as a guy, oh, that's why.
They're
'cause
jewelry pouches
being
and
a
jewelry
guy,
rolls.
I have no idea. I'm like, what?
So for those people that travel a lot, or just going away for the weekend,
Okay.
weddings, functions, events, family reunions, and they have jewelry. Well, women, we all have jewelry, and we can't figure out a very portable, small way to keep our jewelry without getting it tangled.
Yes.
So this basically keeps it in a way that it will be separated, organized, and functional.
I've never seen one before. I mean, granted, I'm a guy, but still, I mean, is it a thing in India or is it a thing in Europe? Is it a thing here? I've never seen them. Is it something?
I don't know.
But these are
In
you
all
made?
honesty,
Did you
I
make?
don't
You
know.
made
No,
these
I
or
did not make
no?
these. These are sourced.
But the jewelry roll too.
So here's the funny thing about this. My sister got into this and she was mentioning it to me about it. And she said, Simon, this is something that I came across and I think you'd really like it. I was like, okay, send them to me.
And that was it.
And that was it.
But you know what's cool? That the way that you brand these, that's really special. And I can kind of see, a whole shop that just tagged these beautiful products from everywhere, that you find or you make, and because it works. It works.
Thank you.
know?
Thank you, yeah. And that's a different version of the pouch. It's a roll.
That's a
so
jewelry
that's a
roll.
pouch and this is a roll. So you just, you can put rings in here. You have like your little earrings, necklaces, whatever you want to put in. Then you just roll it all up
Nice.
and you just tie it together.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, very convenient, very easy to use. And the bracelets back there are kind of awesome as well. Like whatever
Those are
material.
from Germany, yes.
They are.
They're from Germany. They're glass beads.
See,
So there's no coating on it and they don't discolor over time. And there's no paint over it so that's going to chip off. They're
Right.
glass beads.
I've never seen
That's
those
glass.
before. All this stuff is awesome. And then this.
That's our quote wall.
Yes. This.
So,
Talent.
hi. Every week we do change our quote, and now our team members have taken over it.
Oh, they have.
Yeah, they have. So whoever comes up with a quote is more than welcome to put their
Next.
own artistic twist
Right.
to it.
And next to the quotable mugs
Yes.
as well. Like completely perfect synergy there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And everybody loves a quotable mug. The cards, actually. So I admired these the first time that I came in while I was waiting. Really cool company, and I like the design on them
Yeah.
and the matte finish on the cards.
And they are, if you can see, I don't know, I think they have it on the back. They are made with recycled paper.
Awesome. And they kind of have that look, right?
Yes.
That green,
Uh-huh.
right? Recyclable look here. Mailing envelopes. You got here.
Yeah.
This is your. So now we're into this
We're very
other
low,
section.
so we just placed an order yesterday. They should be coming in.
But this is also part of
okay.
making the mundane extraordinary.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Where, they're not ordinary.
And we have a little bit of the Grand Island stuff that we just got in, which is very cool. This is my favorite one.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I heard the whole thing about Islanders, and you can't say you're an Islander because you would have to be born and raised here to say you're an Islander.
But we are officially Islanders because Shirley Luther says we're an Islander, and she's the original Islander.
Is she? Well, then there you go. You've been sanctioned. These are cool. Where are these from? They're here?
Ohio.
or-
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
And that's another thing that I try to do is try to source stuff. I mean, as much as I can. It's very hard, but try to find stuff that's
Yes.
made in the U.S. Like the jewelry line that I have as well, baked beads. It's made
Oh,
in
hold on.
Vermont.
Let's go over here.
Yeah, this
Wait,
is a
so-
pretty cool line. So baked beads. It's a husband and wife company that started it.
How long have you been carrying these?
About 3 years.
They're yours.
Nice. And what's the? I mean, that's just like this certain style.
It's their. I'm pretty sure that the beads are baked, which is why they call it baked beads.
And they're just the
they are
certain
lead
finish, or-
free. They are lead free, plated in
not
sterling
an
silver or 14 karat gold, and
Oh, that.
so 75% of their line is made domestically.
Oh, that's great. In Vermont. As it should be. See, you have these great products here. That's something. It's just different here. It's a whole different experience between you guys and the store and the products that you carry. I love these little books too.
Oh, I love them too.
you
They're
know.
little doses of happiness in
Yeah.
that little book. The other thing that's really cool that I like is these thoughtfuls. So these thoughtfuls, they are little
So
little quotes in these boxes.
Oh my gosh,
There's
they're little
30
cards.
they're little cards. There's 30 in a set. Each
Okay.
one is different, and they're great for gift giving. They're great to use as tags, gift tags. So you can put your little, just tie to the gift, and then just have your from
that's
whoever.
cool.
Use it. Great for lunchbox inserts for kids. There's one for kids as well. And it's just a little piece of
Yeah, it's
inspiring
fun.
message during the day for the day.
Right, well, and
Or
there
for
we
the
go.
week, or
Right.
whatever. If someone's having a hard day, hey, here, have one.
Were you guys always like this? Was it a slow evolution to?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a learned thing, right? You become human. Did you ever see the Velveteen Rabbit quote?
Yes.
It's like that, right?
Yes,
You become,
absolutely. Oh, that's,
become
that's my
human.
favorite. Yeah, that's my favorite.
you know.
book.
Yes, yeah, the way
Favorite
that
book, yeah.
unfurls and you get to learn.
And I think what's happened is that we have forgotten to being human,
Yes.
unfortunately, and we have to be reminded
Every day.
every day.
Every day. And you deal with the public every day.
Yes.
And you do need those reminders. You need those reminders on both sides of the counter, Mm-hmm. What's a quilting card? These are...
So quilling cards. The quilling, it's a form of art. So you take pieces of paper, roll it up, and you make this into art.
Oh,
So
that's
each
neat.
one of these is hand-rolled paper.
What?
And
They're beautiful.
There are
You're
a
not
few
mailing
people-
these.
Yes, these are mailables.
It seemed like you just put it on a wall, right?
And that's the concept of it. It's art. So once you receive that card, you're able to frame it and put it up on the wall and keep the card forever.
Really cool idea. Wow.
Or put it on
now,
your side table.
Are these
frame it.
handmade?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, because there's no machine that's...
No, here, let me just see if we can tilt it over. Is it
Oh,
on
it's
the
a fair
back?
trade,
Yes, it is. Send art, not just a card.
Oh, that's awesome. These are cool.
I've
Never
had,
ever seen these before.
I've had people come in, ladies that were
Oh, that's...
redoing their living room or something. They bought a whole section of like these cards. Like they'll buy 3 of these and then they frame them and they scatter them around the wall.
How awesome. These are really cool. I didn't even recognize these like this. Oh, that's neat. Wow. See, there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Now, Melissa and Doug supplies you with some stuff, right, for the kids.
Yes.
And that's a good company, actually, still.
It's a wonderful
so, yeah.
company.
Well run, good people, right?
Very good. Very fantastic. Love the line. Love their mission.
Yes. Right.
They do a lot of good.
Yes. And they're everywhere. And you guys have some good product selection from them. Now, we're looking at some purses to your left there, where you're standing in front of, and some
Yes,
pocket.
this is also
like,
Katie Loxton.
Katie Loxton.
It's called Perfect Pouch.
Nice.
And these pouches can be used for anything. I've done a lot of bridesmaids that come in and have their color coordinate stuff that, when they're doing their weddings or events, and they go with a color theme, specific color theme that they're going with. And we've ordered for brides as well.
Very classy.
Very.
Very classy, yeah. Very tasteful.
And it can be used for anything. It's a clutch, it's a purse, it's a pouch, whatever you want to use it for. That's why it's called the Perfect Pouch.
Nice. And then you've got, what's a Demdeco?
So Demdeco is also
Demdeco.
another line that we
Just totally botched it.
carry.
Yeah. Demdeco.
It's and also again, their motto is lift the spirit. That's their mission.
So that's an important message through the whole show, right? Because you've extended your ideology into your shop, into your products, into the relationships that you have with people, your services that you offer. The differentiator with you guys is incredible. And what are these?
These are called cause mugs or bottles. Their line is very, very unique. They have a cause. They have like 3 or 4 causes that they
I love
donate
how
to.
they've made
Yes.
their own brand out of the word.
Exactly. And so the cause that I'm supporting right now is ending women's cancers, not just breast cancer, but all of women's cancers. And what they do is 25% of the proceeds the profit is donated to that cause. They have different causes as well, which I haven't supported yet, but hopefully I do plan on near the future.
It's cool.
They have SPCA, they have water, and then they also have 3 or 4, which I don't remember on the top of my head.
But
right now,
great, it's a really great way to give back and they're beautiful. You know, these books are part of the company that we just discussed.
Yes, and I have 2 companies that I work with in terms of books. One is Peter Popper Press, and also Compendium.
Which we saw the smaller ones. Okay, so let me get these. These are a different line, right? These bags.
These handbags, I handpick each one. So here's the thing with my handbags. Like, let's go back to the roots.
Okay.
That's how we started handbags. That's how I got into the retail.
Right. See, now I'm forgetting too, because I'm just looking at the product, thinking what a great product it is. But this is how it started.
So that's how it started. This is the whole foundation of Sima Boutique, is purses.
Oh, that's incredible.
So once a year, I do hold a purse party, and it's a massive purse party where originally I would clear out the whole warehouse and fill the warehouse with purses.
Oh my gosh.
And each purse is one style, one color, no doubles, one of only.
Oh, that's a good idea. Where did you come up with that?
I did.
A purse party.
But I know the women do purse parties a lot.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
But those are, they're out of catalogs and they're out of,
Sure.
different, they have vendors or brand name. So I don't go with any of the brand name products because brand name is, you can go into the
I go
outlets
anywhere to
and
get them.
buy them. You can go to Marshalls, you can go to TJ Maxx. But these are boutique-y, unique bags that I source from the West Coast.
Oh, you do.
I
But
know.
again, you've branded it.
I have.
And that's what I think is special about this. It's a really great, a brand and a great brand logo and great products to back it up. I mean, you've got, on top of having such an awesome business with your business here, the print and ship and or in the mailbox stations, you have this incredible shop up here. It's a great retail store. That's what people got to know. Like, you're carrying these products that you really, truly care about, that have a mission. And it aligns itself.
And I do.
So tell me why you love this Island Ship Center.
Why do I love the Island Ship Center? Well, because first of all, the staff here is wonderful. Very friendly, very down to earth. They're quick, they're efficient.
And fun.
We have fun, we laugh. It's just a great little place that I love to come to because I reside here on the island and I like to support our local businesses in the area. And I use these people, I would say, on average, probably 3 to 4 or 5 times a week. They treat me like family.
And it makes all the difference in your experience here.
It does, because I provide a service every day to people, and I take pride in how I treat people, and I like people to treat me the way I treat them, and they've exceeded my expectations here.
Where family gathers, friends meet, and roots grow, and that's our business, right?